Have you ever looked around your home and felt like it was just a little too full? Maybe it's the old recliner in the corner that no one sits in anymore, or the hallway closet stuffed with coats from a dozen winters past. Perhaps it's the boxes in the garage filled with who knows what that haven't been opened in years. Over time, our homes naturally fill up with things. Some are useful, others are sentimental, and many just linger. And by the time we reach our late 60s, the clutter we once overlooked can start to weigh us down, physically, emotionally, and even mentally. But here's the good news: it's never too late to make a change. Decluttering before you turn 70 isn't about throwing everything away or living with less than you need. It's about clearing space so your home supports the life you want to live today, not the life you had 20 or 30 years ago. It's about creating room to move more freely, to clean more easily, and to breathe a little deeper when you walk into your kitchen, bedroom, or den. In this video, we're going to walk through 6 household items that may be taking up more space and more energy than you realize. We'll talk about why letting go of them isn't a loss, but rather a gift to yourself. So grab a cup of coffee or tea, settle into your favorite chair, and let's begin this journey toward a simpler, lighter, and more peaceful home. 1. Worn out and unused furniture. Let's start with one of the biggest space stealers in most homes: old, unused furniture. Over the years, it's easy to collect extra chairs, side tables, cabinets, and even full-size sofas. Maybe a friend gave it to you, maybe you inherited it from a family member, or maybe it just seemed too good to toss at the time. But here's the thing: furniture that no longer serves a purpose can slowly become more of a burden than a benefit. Take a look around your living room or spare bedroom. Is there a bulky recliner no one sat in for months? A dining table meant for a family of 10 even though you only ever used 2 chairs? A dresser with a broken drawer you keep meaning to fix but haven't touched in years? These pieces may not seem like a big deal on their own, but collectively they take up precious space. Space you could use to move more freely, clean more easily, or simply breathe a little better. And beyond the physical clutter, there's the hidden toll. Furniture that's hard to navigate around can be a safety risk, especially as we get older. It only takes one misstep in a crowded hallway to end up with a bruised shin, or worse, a fall. Even just the mental weight of having too much stuff can make your home feel more chaotic than comforting. Consider Frank, a 74-year-old who realized one day that his living room had 5 chairs, but only 2 ever got used. The others just collected dust and made vacuuming a chore. So he made a decision. One room at a time, he started letting go of furniture that no longer fit his lifestyle. When he finished, his home felt more open, welcoming, and easy to care for. And isn't that the goal? So here's a gentle question. When was the last time you actually used that old chair, table, or cabinet? If you have to think about it, chances are it's time to let it go. Because your home should work for you, not against you, and when it comes to comfort and peace of mind, less really can be more. 2. Clothes you no longer wear. Let's be honest, most of us have more clothes than we actually wear. Closets filled with outfits for someday, drawers stuffed with t-shirts from years gone by, and boxes of shoes we haven't slipped into since the Clinton administration. Sound familiar? It's natural to hold on to clothing. Some pieces carry memories: a jacket from a special trip, a dress worn to a wedding, or a favorite pair of jeans from back when they fit just right. But as the years go by, those items often become less about function and more about nostalgia. And that's okay, until it starts to clutter your space and complicate your day. Here's the thing: your wardrobe should reflect the life you're living now, not the one you lived 20 years ago. Take Linda, for example. At 72, her closet was bursting. Dresses from the 80s suits from her working years, and shoes that looked stylish but pinched her toes every time she wore them. Every morning, choosing an outfit felt overwhelming and frustrating. One weekend, she decided to do something different. She pulled everything out and sorted it into 3 piles. Clothes she loved and wore often, clothes that no longer fit or felt comfortable, and clothes she was keeping just in case. That last pile was the biggest. and the hardest. But as she let go of what no longer served her, something surprising happened. She felt lighter. Her mornings got easier, and her closet, it actually brought her peace instead of stress. So ask yourself, when was the last time I wore this? Does it still fit? Does it still feel like me? If the answer is no, maybe it's time to pass it on. And remember, your old clothes could be someone else's treasure. Local shelters, churches, and donation centers across the country are always in need of gently used items, especially during colder months. Decluttering your wardrobe isn't about giving things up. It's about making space for ease, joy, and the person you are today. You've earned the right to dress comfortably, confidently, and without clutter. 3. Expired medications and old toiletries. It's easy to overlook what's hiding in the back of the medicine cabinet or underneath the bathroom sink. Bottles of pain relievers, half-used prescriptions, old cough syrup, or skincare products you tried once and forgot about. But here's the truth. Many of those items are probably expired, and some may even be unsafe to use. Medications, just like food, have expiration dates for a reason. Over time, their effectiveness weakens. In some cases, especially with certain prescription drugs, expired medications can even become harmful. Holding on to them just in case might feel practical, but in reality, it's not worth the risk, especially when your health is on the line. And it's not just medicine. Think about all those lotions, creams, sunscreens, or makeup items that have been sitting around for years. Most toiletries have a shelf life too, typically 6 to 24 months after opening. Using them past that window can lead to skin irritation, allergic reactions, or simply disappointment when they no longer work the way they should. Robert Bates, 75, always considered himself organized. But one day, while looking for a bandage, he realized his medicine cabinet was filled with expired items, some going back over a decade. That discovery led him to spend an afternoon clearing everything out. The result? Peace of mind and a tidy space with only what he truly needed. Here's a simple way to start. Check expiration dates on all medications. If it's expired, dispose of it properly. Most local pharmacies or community centers offer medication drop-off services. Toss anything you haven't used in a year. That old jar of face cream or the sunscreen from your beach trip 5 summers ago? It's time to let it go. Store only what you use regularly. A smaller, well-organized drawer is better than a crowded one filled with question marks. Remember, your safety and comfort matter. Keeping your medicine and toiletry areas clean and current means fewer health risks and a smoother daily routine. Letting go of expired products isn't wasteful, it's wise. Because at this stage in life, every day deserves simplicity, safety, and ease. 4. Old papers, mail, and unused documents. Paper clutter has a sneaky way of piling up over time. A few bills here, some old receipts there, birthday cards, warranty manuals, tax records from the 80s, and before you know it, drawers are overflowing and file cabinets are packed tight. Sound familiar? The truth is, most of us keep far more paper than we actually need, often out of habit or just in case. But holding on to outdated paperwork doesn't just take up physical space, it creates mental clutter too. It's hard to feel calm and in control when you're constantly digging through piles of paper looking for something important. Take Barbara, for example. At 73, she had a 4-drawer filing cabinet filled with documents, old utility bills, expired insurance policies, even user manuals for appliances she no longer owned. One day, while searching for her Medicare paperwork, she realized she couldn't find anything without moving stacks of unrelated files. That was her wake-up call. So she decided to declutter, one folder at a time. She shredded what was no longer needed. Old bank statements, tax returns past the recommended 7-year mark, receipts for long-gone purchases. She kept only the essentials: current medical records, legal documents, and a few truly meaningful letters. The result? A lighter mind and a home that felt more peaceful. Here's how to get started. Sort your paper into 3 categories: keep, shred, and recycle. Keep only what's legally or financially necessary: wills, insurance policies, medical history, and current financial documents. Go digital when possible. Many banks and service providers offer paperless billing and online access to statements, reducing the need for physical copies. Create a simple filing system: one drawer, one accordion folder, something easy to maintain. And don't forget about unopened mail. Junk flyers, credit card offers, outdated catalogs, toss them as soon as they arrive. Letting them stack up just adds to the visual and emotional mess. Decluttering paper isn't just about getting organized, it's about giving yourself the gift of clarity and calm. A tidy desk or file drawer can make everyday tasks easier and free up space for what truly matters. 5. Kitchen items you never use. For many of us, the kitchen is the heart of the home, a place filled with memories of family meals, holiday baking, and warm conversations over morning coffee. But over time, it's also a place where clutter quietly builds up. Mismatched containers without lids, 3 sets of measuring cups, a blender that hasn't worked since 2008. Sound familiar? It's easy to hold on to kitchen items just in case. That bread maker you bought on sale, the fondue set gifted at your retirement party, or the fancy dinnerware saved for special occasions that never quite happen. Before long, cabinets are overflowing, drawers are hard to close, and finding a simple saucepan turns into a scavenger hunt. George 76 had a kitchen filled with gadgets collected over decades: food processors, toasters, extra utensils, all tucked away in drawers he rarely opened. One day, while searching for a baking sheet, he accidentally knocked over a stack of unused pans. That's when he realized something had to change. He tackled the kitchen one drawer at a time. He asked himself, do I actually use this? If the answer was no, he set it aside. Duplicate items were donated. Expired pantry goods were tossed. Appliances that hadn't been touched in years, gone. And when he finished, something amazing happened. His kitchen felt brand new. Here's how you can do the same. Start with one section, a drawer, a shelf, or even just your utensil holder. Donate duplicates and tools you never use. No one needs 5 spatulas or a salad spinner from the 90s. Let go of someday items. If you haven't used it in the last year, chances are you won't. Organize the essentials. Keep your everyday items within easy reach and let go of what's simply taking up space. A clutter-free kitchen isn't about being minimalist. It's about making daily life easier and more enjoyable. Cooking becomes less stressful, cleaning takes less time, and your kitchen becomes a place of calm, not chaos. At this stage in life, your kitchen should serve you, not the other way around. 6. Sentimental items that no longer bring joy. This may be the hardest category of all: sentimental items. We all have them. Old birthday cards, keepsakes from our children or grandchildren, souvenirs from vacations, gifts from loved ones who have passed. These items carry deep emotional weight, and parting with them can feel like letting go of a piece of our past. But here's something to gently consider. Are these objects still bringing you comfort, or are they simply taking up space and adding emotional clutter? Helen, 78, had spent a lifetime collecting memories, boxes of letters, shelves filled with knickknacks, and photo albums stacked high in the closet. When she downsized to a smaller home, she was overwhelmed by the amount of stuff she'd been holding on to for decades. At first, the idea of getting rid of anything felt wrong. But the more she thought about it, the more she realized she wasn't enjoying these items. She was just storing them. So she made a shift. She chose a few truly meaningful pieces: her wedding album, a small jewelry box from her mother, a handwritten note from her late husband. The rest, she let go. Some through donations, others by taking photos to preserve the memory without keeping the physical item. And with every box she cleared, she felt a sense of relief, not loss. The truth is, memories live in us, not in things. And while it's okay to hold on to special mementos, it's also okay to release the ones that no longer serve a purpose in your life. Here's how to start. Choose a small box or bin for your most cherished keepsakes. For everything else, ask, does this still bring me joy or meaning? Consider passing heirlooms to younger family members or capturing photos of items you don't have room for. Remind yourself, letting go doesn't erase the past. It makes space for the present. Your home should be filled with what lifts your spirit, not what weighs it down. By being intentional with the sentimental, you can create a home that honors your memories without being overwhelmed by them. As we wrap up, take a quiet moment to reflect. Decluttering isn't just about getting rid of things, it's about making room for what matters most. Each item you choose to let go of, whether it's an old chair, an unworn coat, a forgotten kitchen gadget, or a box of keepsakes, isn't a loss. It's a step toward a simpler, lighter, more peaceful way of living. At this stage in life, your home should feel like a place of comfort and clarity, not chaos. It should support your needs today, not remind you of who you used to be or what you thought you might need someday. Letting go doesn't mean forgetting the past. It means honoring it, appreciating the role those items once played, and then choosing to move forward with intention. Because the truth is, freedom comes not from having more, but from holding on to what truly serves you. So, what stood out to you most? Is there a room in your home you've been meaning to declutter? A drawer you've been avoiding? Start small. Pick one category, one shelf, one step. And remember, the goal isn't perfection, it's peace of mind. A home that reflects your life today. A space that's easier to move through, care for, and enjoy. You deserve that kind of space. Thank you for taking the time to walk through this journey. If this message resonated with you, consider sharing it with a friend or family member who might be holding on to a little too much. Because sometimes the greatest gift we can give ourselves and others is the freedom to let go.